Hey guys, what's going on today? Here it is Fat Matt. Let me adjust my mic real quick. And today we're going to be doing COD Zombies Unpopular Opinions Part 2. Now, I tweeted out, hey, I'm going to be making Part 2 of the COD Zombies Unpopular Opinions. Reply with one to be featured. For example, one would be that BO4 is the best zombies map. And you guys actually answered with a ton of questions. So hopefully I could do multiple parts after this with just questions based off this tweet. And also I wanted to say that I'm just so happy with the COD Zombies community right now. Like, it's thriving and I'm just having a ton of fun and I just love this community, man. Like, everything is just so good. And honestly, with these opinions, you guys like overwhelmingly praised BO1 and are starting to shift like against Grotto and BO3 in the strangest way. I just noticed people are starting to like Grotto less and like pay homage to BO1 more. So with the first questions, we have the Zombies legend himself, TimHeads, saying there isn't a bad BO1 map. I completely agree with this unpopular opinion because, you know, some people say that those maps are shit or there's some shit maps. I love all the maps in BO1. My only problem with these maps is that they don't really hold up to today's standards. What that means is like BO3 and BO2 have so much more content and those maps are so much more exciting. Like BO1 maps, when I play them, I just tend to get bored, but none of them are necessarily bad. So I definitely think this is a good unpopular opinion because there's a lot of people that think, you know, 5 is trash and Shangri-La is trash. And, you know, you always hear that occasional like Ascension's garbage and stuff. And even Call of the Dead, honestly, BO1 is one of the most mixed games ever. I feel like the zombies, like legends, like the people that have been around forever love this game, but a lot of the newer people don't really like it that much. And now we have the other zombies community legend and the top 5 pioneer himself, the Smith plays, saying Shangri-La is better than Kino, Ascension, and 5. Now this is pretty crazy because Kino, Ascension, and 5 are like the 3 best maps in Black Ops 1 for me. In my personal opinion, that is easily my top 3. I don't love Call of the Dead or Moon, but that's like very bold because Shangri-La has always been super underappreciated. Like, for being on last gen Black Ops 1, this map was absolutely stunning because if you think about it, Kino is gray, 5 is like gray and colorless, and then Ascension is literally black and white until you turn the power on. And then you have, Call of the Dead, was Call of the Dead before? Well, Call of the Dead was just covered in white and blue. And then you have Shangri-La, and it's just kind of like visually stunning. Like, this was the first time they really like went out of their element, out of like a 115 facility or anything like that, and they went to a jungle. And it was really just kind of badass, and it was beautiful. And it has such a unique wonder weapon. You could switch to Eclipse mode. You can go from day to night. The pack-a-punch stairs are really cool. If you think about it, I agree with this too. Shangri-La was honestly really ahead of his time. And that's crazy. So the next question, or the next unpopular opinion, is from Asteroid Delta. He says, Grotto is an overrated map. The only good things it has are a nice story, decent gameplay, neat new wonder weapon, but Zetsubo was far superior and is a more straightforward map. Now, I agree with this a lot because the more I play Grotto, the more I tend to not like it. The more I just think it's a chore list. And playing this map on console, like, destroys your frames in your PS4. Like, my PS4 will literally turn into a jet and, like, fly away. That's how loud and hot it gets. And then the game just runs like ass. And Grotto, like, I know a lot of people love it. Honestly, I love this map purely for what it did for the story, community, and just the time period it came out in. It was absolutely perfect. But looking back and actually playing Grotto as a map, it's kind of a mess. I still love the map, but it's definitely overrated. It's not close to top 10 all time, in my opinion. Not even top 5 in Black Ops 3. Well, I guess it's top 5 by default because the Giant's usually people's number 6, but Grotto is my least favorite Black Ops 3 map, so I completely agree with this, but I know the community loves this map, so that is definitely unpopular. Now we have Revived Gamer coming in with one of my favorites of this entire video. Blood of the Dead is an amazing map, and the Easter egg is not bad at all. I completely agree. I love Blood of the Dead. Top 3 map in BO4. It's not really top map objectively of all time in COD Zombies, but dude, Blood of the Dead did some things right. I know there's no Golden Gate Bridge. There's no Afterlife. The, you know, map is through the shield, but that's not anything awful. Like, it's unique and it's new. And they literally took Mob of the Dead, they added to it and gave us our beloved Primus crew. And this map is easily the best for the storyline. We got so much lore on this map. You know, it's a twist straight from Zetsubo. So, you know, this is just a failed mission from Zetsubo. This honestly is an amazing map. Blood of the Dead has one of the or 2 of the best cutscenes of all time in COD Zombies. It has a really fun Easter egg quest that I actually enjoy quite a bit. I know it's through the shield, but whatever, man. Blood of the Dead is cool, and we got a Magmagat, and just the lore of the Warden and like trapping their souls in Alcatraz and trying his hardest, and Richtofen dying, having that first emotional twist. Like, this was the first time we emotionally felt something in zombies, really, because yes, we had Garad Crovey and, like, you know, the Black Ops 3 adventure where their emotions started coming out, but Revelations kind of ended it on the most vanilla thing. Like, they just restarted the cycle, nothing crazy happened. In Blood of the Dead, we lost Richtofen. He died for the betterment of Tomorrow and their crew. He sacrificed himself, and that is just sad, man. So Blood of the Dead is crazy. It twisted the story. It took us in the direction that Black Ops 4 was going into, which I take it wasn't wonderful, but I still think Blood of the Dead is criminally underrated. So this is a very good unpopular opinion. Now the next one is Gold Crown Games. He's coming in with the next honest opinion. No, unpopular opinion. That's the word I'm looking for. But this is one of my friends, Golden Crown. Anyway, he says, I like Alpha Omega better than original Nuketown Zombies. Now, a lot of people hated Alpha Omega. I think this is an unpopular opinion because I enjoy Alpha Omega and I definitely agree. But anyway, I totally agree here. I mean, I know this is really mixed. I don't know if it's really unpopular because I feel like a lot of people will say they enjoy Alpha Omega more because the more content, but I feel like Nuketown has that simplicity and just the fun of BO2 that a lot of people love, and Alpha Omega had that kind of just gross BO4 feel to it. But I think Camp Edward was awesome. I think the boss fight was really unique. You know, it wasn't really a boss fight, but it was like the final stage of the Easter egg, whatever you want to call it. So I agree with this. I think Alpha Omega is better than original Nuketown Zombies, but I feel like a lot of people wouldn't agree with that. Now we have David Michaelson saying Mob of the Dead is a boring gameplay map and has the easiest Easter egg, still the best setting in Creep 5. This is absolutely perfect, and I think this is unpopular because a lot of people say Mob of the Dead's amazing, and they love it, and it's exciting, and, you know, the Easter egg is a little challenging, but, you know, looking back at Mob, I get so bored. I tried to play it the other day, and it just doesn't have a lot going on, and honestly, it's a lot more tedious than a lot of people think, because you have to feed the 3 dogs, that takes rounds on rounds, and then you have to drop into Afterlife so many times throughout the map just to turn stuff on. It is just so tedious. Building the plane over and over again for the Easter egg is extremely tedious and boring, and nothing really exciting happens during the Easter egg. There's no unique boss fight. There's nothing anything going on. You just fly there 3 times back, put some numbers in the code, get some lore about Alcatraz Island, and that's pretty much it. So I completely agree that it has the easiest Easter egg, and it's a boring gameplay map. Like, I just totally agree with that, but I feel like that's unpopular because a lot of people love Mob of the Dead, and honestly, it's starting to slip out of my top 5 of all time. I don't know, or this map just really fell off for me recently, honestly. Now we have Mystery or Jamie Bissell saying, I enjoy the monkeys taking the perks. I just think this is hilarious because that's like the one burden of playing Ascension. Like, when they take your perks, you're miserable. It's literally the worst thing ever. It's not a good challenge. Usually I enjoy challenges in zombies, but can you get more than 4 perks in Ascension on BO1? Well, anyway, when they're taking your perks, it is just the most annoying thing ever, because in BO3 you're either gonna have to pop another perkaholic, or in BO1 you're gonna have to buy the perks back and you have to run across the map back and forth. These are easily the most annoying things in zombies, and I have no idea how you would enjoy them. That is definitely an unpopular opinion. You're crazy. I have no idea what's going on over there, but I thought this was funny because he's just straight up, I enjoy the monkeys, you know, fuck it. I like when they take my perks. I think it's cool. It's like, I don't know, dude, but that's okay. And then we have Mr. Smart Games saying Transit isn't as bad as everyone says it is. It's unironically one of my top 3 favorite maps because I've played it so much. Now this is crazy, and I feel like this is extremely unpopular because I feel like the whole community hates Transit. Yes, we've grown to appreciate Transit. That still doesn't mean we like it though, or I like it. I'll speak for myself here. Transit is one of those maps, the only time it's acceptable to play for me is if you're playing with 4 friends having fun. If you try to take it seriously and do the Easter egg, it's just terrible. Solo, it's not even worth your time. You're not going to build the jet gun. You got to run to 5 different, like, it's complete mess. This map, complete mess. This is definitely an unpopular opinion. I don't think anyone's favorite map is Transit, or it's anywhere near anyone's top 3. Let me know if it is for you guys though, but Mr. Smart Games definitely says that Transit isn't as bad as everyone says, but I totally disagree. I think it's a terrible map. I do appreciate it because it was really ahead of its time with the movement and stuff, but then again, it was also behind its time because it wasn't on a generation console that could really support it. And that brings me to a kind of like segue. BO2, they tried to push that system so hard. If you look at Origins and Transit, those are 2 maps that do not belong on Xbox 360 at all. And now the next Twitter question or submission we have is from Expert Fusion. This dude's pretty cool. Anyway, he was in the first episode. I wonder who else made the double feature. I think we got Jolts in here somewhere, Expert Fusion. There's definitely some doubles in here, Revive probably. But anyway, Shaolin Shuffle is an A tier map. I haven't played the map, so I can't speak for myself. But if someone made an all-time COD Zombies tier list of Treyarch, Infinity Ward, World War II Zombies, whatever, I can guarantee not one person is going to put Shaolin Shuffle in that A tier. A tier for me is probably like... Shit, if A is the top, that's gonna be like Origins, Der Eisendra, Shadows of Evil, Ancient Evil, Mob of the Dead for most of you guys. Not me, but for most of you guys, you'll put Mob up there. And then I just don't see it, like, cause I'm around in the community when like IW Zombies was happening. I wasn't playing it, but I know people really hated Shaolin Shuffle. I know people like Zombies in Spaceland, not Shaolin Shuffle. People like Zombies in Spaceland, Raven the Redwoods, and the last map, I'm pretty sure. But no one really liked the Tortured Path or Shaolin Shuffle. So I definitely think this is very unpopular. Now we have the next submission, and it is Caleb Ross. He said, I love Ascension, my favorite all-time Treyarch map. Pretty unpopular. Now I'm completely with you, man. BO1, Ascension is my favorite map. Whenever it was back in the day and people were like, what's your favorite map on this game, man? I'm like, Ascension's my fucking boy. Like, beautiful map. You know, it's vanilla, you know, it's basic, but first Easter egg ever, and I'm an Easter egg guy, so I love that. PhD got introduced, Stamina Up got introduced, the landers are awesome, a fucking rocket launch, and just so much cool shit happens on this map. It's Ascension, baby. Like, come on, how are you gonna hate Ascension? And now we have Cade or Courage saying Ancient Evil is trash. Now I feel like this is just a direct shot towards me. I don't think he actually thinks this. I think he's just trying to offend me, because I love Ancient Evil. It's literally top 3, man. DE, Origins, Ancient Evil. That is top 3 for me. I fucking love Ancient Evil. I completely disagree. I feel like this is unpopular. I feel like a lot of people love Ancient Evil. Maybe I'm alone here. I love Ancient Evil, and I don't know why Cade hates it. I get it. It's your opinion. No, it's probably your own opinion. I know you're not just out to shit on my hopes and dreams. But now we have the comment that is last but not least. Now this pretty much just goes over, oh shit, hold up. It goes over everything, but I disagree with one thing, and it's definitely unpopular. So this works. This is my friend Jolts Official. He says BO1 is the worst zombies game. You're fucking stupid. I'm sorry. He's my friend, so I can say that. That's just a terrible take. I don't think anyone thinks that. That's just talking out of your ass right there. And then we have Mob is very overrated. I could agree. It's unpopular, but I agree. I think it's a good take. And then Zetsubo is better than GK. I agree 100 times over. But I know that's unpopular because the community, let me tell you something. They love Garad. You guys probably love Garad, but I was just never a Garad guy. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to be featured in the next part of COD Zombies Unpopular Opinions, you can either go reply to that tweet or comment it down below. Next video, I'm going to mix it up with some Twitter stuff and some YouTube stuff. So if you guys enjoyed, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Thank you so much for watching.